Chapter 7 of Vairagya Shatakam by Bhartrhari, translated by Swami Madhavananda. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Uday Sagar. Control of mind by stimulating wisdom in it. Paresham chetamsi pratidivasa maradhya baudha prasadam kim netum vishasi hrudaya klesha kalitam prasanne tvayantah स्वयमुदित चिंतामणि गुणो विविक्तः संकल्पः किम अभिलषितं पुष्यति न ते. 61. Why, O heart, dost thou set thyself on winning good graces, so hard to secure by daily propitiating other men's minds in various ways? When being serene inwardly and free from society, thou hast gems of thought rising up of themselves, that is, when desires do not induce your thinking, what objects mere wish even would not bring to thee? The idea would come out more clearly if we read as many have done, Klesha Kalilam and Chintamani Gunaha. The first expression would then mean a chaotic mass of troubles instead of hard to secure, and the verb Vishasi would have its primary sense of entering into. Swayamudita Chintamani Gunaha would then mean having the virtue of a philosopher's stone developed of itself in thee, that is, Praptihi, one of the 8 yogic powers. Viviktaha we prefer to render as free from the company of others, a state opposed to what is implied when we have to depend on others for gratifying our desires. Paribramasi kim vrudha kvachana chitta vishramyatam swayam bhavati yadyadha bhavati tatthada nanyadha atita mananusmaranna picha bhavya sankalpayanna tarkita samagamanu bhoganaham. 62. Why dost thou, my mind, wander about in vain? Rest thyself somewhere. Whatever happens in a particular way happens so by itself and not otherwise. So, not thinking over the past nor resolving about the future, I realize enjoyments that come without engaging my thoughts. Etasmad viramendriyardha gahana dayasaka dashraya shreyo margamashesha dukkha shamana vyapara daksham kshanat swatmi bhavamupaihi santyaja nijam kallola lolam gatim ma bhuyo bhaja bhanguram bhavaratim chetah prasidhadhuna. 63. Desist, O heart, from the troublesome labyrinth of sense objects. Take the path of highest good, which is capable of bringing about in a moment the destruction of endless troubles. Get thee to the state of thy Atman. Give up thy stream-like agitated flux. Be calm now and never again seek transient worldly attachments. Moham marjaya tamuparjaya ratim chandrarda chuda manau chetah swarga tarangini thatabuva masanga mangikuru ko va vijishu budbadeshu chathadillekhasu chastrishu cha jwalagreshu chapannageshu cha saridvegeshu cha pratyayah. 64. Clear off delusion and earn devotion to him whose crown is begemmed with the crescent. O my mind, accept attachment to some spot on the banks of the celestial river Ganga. What reliability is there on waves or bubbles, flashes of lightning, or smiles of fortune in the tongues of flame, serpents, or hosts of friends? Chetas chintaya ma ramam sakrudi mamastayini mastaya bhupala bhrukuti kuti viharana vyapara panyanganam kandha kanchukitaha pravishya bhavana dvarani varanasi radhya panktishu pani patra patitam bhiksham apekshamahe. 65. O my mind, never for a while earnestly think of the frail goddess of fortune, whose business is to sell herself away while moving in her haunt, namely the wrinkle of a king's brow. That is, the bargain is struck by the smile or the frown of kings. Let us clothe ourselves in ragged garments, and entering the doors of houses in the streets of Varanasi, wait for the alms to be placed in the receptacle of our hands. Agre Geetam Sarasa Kavayaha Parshva Yorda Kshinatyaha Paschali Lavalaya Ranitam Chamara Grahini Nam Yadyastyevam Rubhava Rasaswadane Lampatatvam Noche Chetaha Pravisha Sahasa Nirvikalpe Samadhau. 66. If there are songs going on before you, sweet, skillful poets from the south by your side, and the tinkling of the moving bracelets of female waiters with waving chowries in their hands, then lavishly attach thyself to the enjoyment of worldly happiness. If otherwise, O my mind, then plunge into the absolute type of meditation. Nirvikalpa Samadhi, the deepest concentration, losing all separate consciousness of the knower, the known, and the knowing. Chamara is the bushy tail of a yak used as a fan, being one of the insignia of royalty. The argument in the sloka is that if you can find only enjoyment everywhere, you may enjoy, but really such enjoyment cannot be found in this world of misery. All worldly pleasures are transient and limited. For in the next sloka, we find that the author is preaching the uselessness of the fulfillment of worldly desires. Praptaha Shriyaha Sakala Kama Dufu Sthitaha Kim Nyastam Padam Shirasi Vidvishatam Tataha Kim Sampaditaha Pranayino Vibhavai Stataha Kim Kalpam Stitha Sthanubrutam Tanubi Stataha Kim. 67. Though embodied beings may obtain that prosperity from which all desires are milked, what then? What if their feet be placed on the heads of their enemies? Or what if their wealth brings friends? Or if their bodies endure till the end of the creative cycle? Bhaktir bhave marana janma bhayam hrudistam sneho na bandhushu na manmadhaja vikara samsarga dosha rahita vijana vanamta vairagyamasti kimitaha paramardhaniyam. 68. When there is devotion for Shiva, as also fear of birth and death in the heart, no attachment for family, no excitement of sexual passions, when there is the solitude of forest depths, unsullied by the company of worldly men, and there is renunciation, what better, then, is to be wished for? Tasmadanantamajaram paramam vikasi tad brahma chintaya kimebi rasadvikalpaihi yasyanushangina ime bhuvanadipatya bhogadayah krupana loka mata bhavanti. 69. What avails all this agitating over the unreal? Meditate therefore on that supreme, infinite, ageless, effulgent Brahman, in the light of which all such enjoyments as the sovereignty of the world appear as the desires of pitiable men. Patala ma vishasi yasi nabho vilangya digmandalam brahmasi manasa chapalena prantyapi jatu vimalam khadamatmaninam tad brahma nasmarasi nirvruti meshiyena. 70. Being thus agitated, O mind, thou now descendest into the nether regions, now soarest up beyond the skies, and wanderest all around the four quarters. Why, even by mistake, thou dost not once concentrate on that Brahman of the nature of self and bereft of all imperfections, whereby you may attain supreme bliss? Atmaninam means belonging to self, as the real state of self is Brahman. The other reading, Atmalinam, would mean submerged in self, being its substance or reality. End of chapter 7. control of mind by stimulating wisdom in it. Recording by Uday Sagar.